And we are back once again. So, for those of you who do not know me, I am Sarah Avery. I am a intuitive reader. I'm a angelic healer and a spiritual life coach. Hello, Elise. And today's topic is going to be the spiritual connection between our relationships and our romantic life and our finances. So most people probably do not really realize that there is actually a connection here, but let me get into that in here in just a little bit. Firstly, let me share this. And thank you for sharing, Elise, and hello. Alrighty. Now that my computer has decided to actually behave itself, I can actually share this. Potentially. Alrighty, so hang on, guys. Let me finish sharing this. And then we'll get to the juicy heart of the matter. All right, almost done, guys. Hold everything. Hello, Linda. All right, last one. Alrighty, so the topic today is the spiritual connection between our love life and our relationships with our finances. And as I said earlier, most people probably do not realize that there is in fact a connection, so this is what I want to talk about today. Hello, Linda. So, from a spiritual perspective, the connection is the abundance energy. Abundance is not a frame of mind per se, it's a energy that we are either in alignment with or are not in alignment with. So, when we are not in alignment with this energy, we are closing off our heart, and this impacts our relationships, especially those of us who are twin flames and have a beloved counterpart or are in a relationship. So what happens when we are not in alignment with this energy and we close off our heart? Well, not only does it impact our own relationships and our own life, but it impacts the abundance that we allow into our life in the form of support in all shapes and sizes, as well as the amount of support that we allow ourselves to have financially. So, most people are aware, I would think, that we have members of our spirit team and we have angels who are here to assist us. But also, and let me just pause here for a second to plug in my phone, most of us do not always realize that this support team that we have is also here to support us financially. So not only are they here to support us financially, but they're also here to help us open our heart. So this is why these two different areas of our life actually go hand in hand. When we are closing our heart off, we are coming out of alignment with this energy of abundance and prosperity and support. And we are also not allowing our spirit team or the angels to be here for us and support us financially. Typically, I don't find very many people who are actually suffering with relationship issues who actually have abundance in their life financially. Generally, this goes hand in hand. Hello, Charlotte. So, I would like to hear from you guys here. What is your perspective on how in alignment you are with this energy? And are you having this issue where you're actually having both of these issues come up for you at the same part or the same times in your life? Are you having issues within your relationship or your love life at the same time as you are encountering financial hardships or worrying about your finances? So Elise says yes. So, of course, the question becomes, how do we stop this from happening, and how do we come into alignment with this energy? Well, the key here is to take a conscious effort. Basically, this energy is I would say a vibration. So if we are not in alignment with this vibration, then we have to do something to change our vibration and raise it. The best ways of doing this are to take the conscious effort of changing it by clearing our chakras, clearing our energy. But most importantly, since this is all about abundance, it's typically us blocking abundance from ourselves. And typically we do this for several different reasons, which I won't get into in detail here. But one of the most significant is definitely not feeling worthy and not realizing that our spirit team is actually here supporting us financially as well. So it's a subconscious belief that we have that we aren't good enough, or that our spirit team does not support us financially. And in a lot of cases with my clients, when I'm doing sessions, I find that these two go hand in hand. I don't find people who have just one of these two issues, but rather they have both of them. And of course, this isn't always the case. There are a few people out there who I have done sessions with who only had one of these, but typically they go hand in hand. So Shauna says, money and finances are great, but love and relationships are bad for me. And Elise says that she has a hard time being loved and accepted, and a hard time receiving. So this is exactly what I'm getting at with bringing this spiritual connection between these two aspects to mind for all of us. If we have a hard time receiving and giving love unconditionally, we also typically have a hard time with our finances because we are out of alignment with this energy. So when we are out of alignment with this energy, with this vibration, we have a really hard time not only allowing ourselves to receive love, but also allowing ourselves to receive abundance from the universe. So this is how the two go hand in hand here. Most of the time, when we're suffering from any sort of relationship issues, we're also suffering from financial issues, or at least stressing about our finances. Even if we have enough of it, we still find ourselves stressing about it. So this is a sure sign that we are out of alignment with this energy. And a sure sign that we are blocking our own divine abundance and our own prosperity. And this is not only affecting our relationship and our love life, but also affecting the amount of financial support we allow ourselves to have. And I'm so glad, Linda, that you're now putting these two together. And hello, Tana Jones. I am not at this time doing readings, but I may do some at the end of this discussion if you want to stick around. And for everybody else who was asking for a reading, I am not doing individual readings at this time. I may do some at the end of this discussion. I'm not quite sure yet. Depends on what kind of time I have and how my energy is feeling. So, hello, Judy. I would love to hear from all of you guys. Have you noticed that when you are having relationship issues, you are also having financial issues, or at the very least are stressing about your finances? Hello, Filomeno, or Filomena, I should say. Again, I am not doing individual readings or readings of any kind at this time. I may do some at the end of this video, or I should say at the end of this discussion, towards the end of this video, but that depends on how much time I have left today and how my energy is feeling. So if you want to stick around, you may or may not get a card pulled for you. I'm not quite sure yet. Yes, Judy, exactly. Bad things play tag. So I take it you have in fact noticed the connection, Judy. So typically, when we are out of alignment with this energy and we are preventing our own abundance from coming into our life, it's not only affecting our relationship and our love life because we're closed off, we're closing our heart up, we're building walls between us and everybody else, but we're also blocking out our divine abundance and prosperity because the universe, our spirit team, and the angels are in fact willing to support us financially with everything that we need for our life, but they can't if we're not open to it. So if we are not living a beautiful, abundant prosperity, or prosperous, if I can get the word out, life, full of joy and love and financial abundance, it is because we ourselves are limiting the amount of this that we allow into our life. So, how do we change this? Yay! Yay for Tana. It's all coming together. And yay for Elise. I think she also said that things are improving with this as well. And welcome, Jade. Thank you for joining me. I always love having newbies pop in. Hello, Rosalina. So, how do we change this for ourselves? Well, typically, this happens because we are not acknowledging or believing that we in fact deserve to be living this life of joy and love and peace and harmony and prosperity. There is something within us which does not believe that we deserve to be living this life. So we end up not having faith in our spirit team, not having faith in the universe providing for us, not having faith in the angels providing for us, but also doubting that we in fact are capable of having this life, of living this life, of being that person having that life, and doubting that we in fact are worthy of having that life. So, what belief system do you have that is preventing you from living this life? What lie are you telling yourself that is preventing you from doing whatever it is that's necessary for you to accomplish having this life for yourself? What story are you telling yourself? That you're not good enough? That you aren't worthy? That good things never happen to you? What subconscious belief do you have which is creating this? Is it that you are not worthy of being loved? Or is it that you have this subconscious program within you from how you were raised, from the relationships that you were around when you were young, that created this program within you now as an adult where you feel as if love has to be dysfunctional? Typically, I find, especially with people who were raised around dysfunctional relationships, they end up subconsciously believing that this is how relationships are supposed to be. So when they find a potentially healthy, functioning, loving relationship, they end up subconsciously sabotaging the healthy aspects and the healthy potential of this relationship. Hello, Stephanie. So Donna says, I had so many obstacles that I was helping out and bad kept happening and I didn't see a way out financially. So, Donna, do you see a way out now? And are things working on improving now? So, how we change this is step one, figuring out what we're doing to block out our own abundance and prosperity. And also, using positive affirmations has been really helpful for me especially. And also acknowledging the help that we actually have with the universe, with our spirit team, with the angels, and even ascended masters, realizing that they are here to help us, but also realizing that we as humans have free will. Since we have free will, we are allowed to struggle financially, to struggle with our relationships, to struggle with any and all part of our life that we wish to, but we don't have to. That is our choice. We are not put into this earth to struggle, to have hardships. We are put into this earth to live a life of prosperity and abundance and love and peace and harmony between ourselves and everyone else. And part of this inherent birthright that each of us have is to live a life of abundance and prosperity, both financially and in every other aspect of our life. So when we aren't, it's because we're blocking it out. So the steps to changing this are realizing what subconscious behavioral pattern we have, which is blocking this out, and figuring out how to override this. So that actually is exactly what I do. So for those of you who do not know me or what I do, my name is Sarah Avery, as you may have noticed from how you ended up watching this video. I am a Reiki master, I am an angelic healer, I am a spiritual life coach, and I specialize in pinpointing, unraveling, shifting, and changing subconscious behavioral patterns within you, which are preventing you from having this life, from living this life of abundance and prosperity and love and harmony. So not only am I able to pinpoint exactly what it is within you that's preventing you from being in alignment with this vibrational energy, but also help you heal it and shift it. My mission in this lifetime is to assist as many people as I can in this lifetime to living their life of joy and abundance, and assist them in becoming the best possible version of themselves and living the best life that they can. So, if you are interested in any of my services regarding this, the session that I would be wanting to do in regards to helping heal and shift and pinpoint all of this would be my 2-hour healing and clearing session, in which I do spiritual life coaching to help you pinpoint exactly what it is within you that is preventing you from being in alignment with this to begin with. And then we do angelic healing and clearing, which may or may not include past life or ancestral lineage healing and clearing as well. And I work with you to heal, shift, and release anything within you which is preventing you from being the best possible version of yourself and living the best life that you can. full of, again, abundance, prosperity, love, harmony, and even financial abundance. So, other than doing a session with me to help shift and change this for yourself, you can also clear your energy, clear your chakras, work on raising your own vibration, and work on opening yourself up to accepting all of the divine blessings that the universe, that your spirit team, and that the angels have in store for you. And you can do this simply by just putting your hands up like this, fingers open, palms up, and just using an affirmation. I am open to receiving all of the love, all of the healing, all of the abundance and prosperity that my angels, that my spirit team, and that the universe has in store for me at this time. And the more we keep telling ourselves this, the more likely we are to believe it and basically override our subconscious behavioral patterns, which are telling us that we cannot be open to receiving this. And we may have to do a lot of repeating this affirmation, a lot of really consciously opening ourselves up to receiving. And it may take quite some time to actually override this within yourself, but definitely it's possible. And I find typically the most significant behavioral pattern that people that I have worked with have had is not believing that they are in fact supported in all ways and at all times by the universe, by their spirit team, and by the angels. So simply by not believing that they are, they then inherently are not. So it also, on top of being a vibration that you have to lift your own vibration up to in order to be in harmony with it, to be a vibrational match with it, you also have to realize and believe that this is actually possible for you. If you don't believe it, then it can't happen for you, simply because you're not open to it. So, I do have a couple of minutes here. I could pull some cards for a few people. So, Stephanie, it depends, I guess, on your definition of star-crossed lovers. I would say typically star-crossed lovers are people who end up coming into each other's life in very inconvenient times for them to have a relationship with each other. For instance, one of them could be married or about to get married, or one of them could be moving to another country within a month or something along these lines. So yes, there is definitely a such thing as something along these lines happening. I've even sort of experienced it myself in my to date shortest relationship ever, which I think was like 2 months, and he ended up moving to another state. So I will pull a few cards here. I'm only going to be on here for a couple more minutes, so if you want a card, please say so now, or you probably would not get one. So this one is going to be for Jade, and you get Spirit Keeper of the East. And let me just find this card. So, Jade, this card is about new beginnings and a fresh new chapter that's about to start for you in your life. It's about having your ability to wipe the slate clean and start fresh. So this requires you to do things differently than you have in the past. No matter what has happened in your past, no matter what you have done, no matter how you have reacted to certain situations, that does not mean that you have to continue doing it. This is your chance to wipe the slate clean and do things differently. Just because you've always done something a certain way does not mean that that's the best way or even the healthiest way or most beneficial way to do it moving into the future. So next is going to be Linda. Hi, Nikki, and I'm so glad it resonates, and I'm so glad that you're enjoying my live video and the energy that I have. So here we have Spirit Keeper of the South. And this one is going to be for Linda Sweat. Abundance and prosperity in all forms. Expansion, surging energy, activity, movement, and rapid growth. Be open to receiving the bounty of the universe. So, this card is telling you, Linda, that rapid movement, rapid growth and development on your spiritual journey is happening for you right now. And with it, abundance, prosperity, and wonderful uplifting energy is coming into your life. And if you have been needing any sort of medical procedures, now is an excellent time for that because your energy is going to be really strong. So it will assist you with recovering from anything that you might need done. So next up we have Gail Ann Smith. And after this, I think I'm going to hop off of here because I'm starting to get a little bit of a headache. And I still have several one-on-one readings to do later today. And I don't want to drain my energy too much. So the last card of the day is going to be Tribal Spirit Dancer for Gail Ann Smith. This card basically, in a nutshell, could be described as say yes to life, Gail. Be daring. Do whatever it is that you want to do for yourself. You do not owe anybody an explanation as to why you do things, why you want to do things, why you feel drawn to doing things. Just go and do them. Go beyond your own usual, predictable behavior. Cast aside conventions and restrictions. Cast aside the role that you usually play in certain areas of your life, and be the most authentic, genuine person that you can be. Basically, let your freak flag fly high. Sometimes life is messy and chaotic, and that's okay. Leave the dishes and go run outside in the sprinklers. Well, maybe not around here. I think it's a little cold still. Maybe you live somewhere warmer, I'm not sure. But I think you get the gist of this card. Move beyond those situations and those self-imposed restrictions that you have placed upon yourself about how you have to be this certain person in this certain situation, and just be you. So I hope that has helped everybody. I am now going to hop off of here and reset my energy a little bit and do many more readings later on, but not during another live. This is already my second one today, and I am tired. So bye guys, much love. Mwah.